it to do, ever. It wants to break. If it breaks at all, it wants to break in a straight line. It won't follow your curve unless you help it along. Wavy lines have to be coaxed out of the glass. The sound is important. It should sound something like this. It'll tell you whether you have too much pressure, not enough pressure, so it'll sound something like this. Okay? Then if I put pressure on the bottom here, it'll break. But that's easy. There's another thing you can do, and I'll just cut this down. You can help it along a little bit. If I wanted to, and I really didn't want to lose this piece, and I need the whole thing, you can tap it from below. That's why there's a ball on the glass cutter. So if you listen real careful, see if you can hear a dropping sound. Because if you hear a drop, it's going to go ping, 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 like that. If you hear that, it means that the score has actually become a break underneath it. So just so listen up, okay? It's subtle. Hear that? Hear that?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Hear that?
Oh, yeah.
So you can actually see it if you look on an angle. You can see the cut has gone through. See, this is a, I'm not sure what's going to happen there, but here. Ah. Here.
Wow.
So you can help it along by tapping. It's something, you wouldn't need to do it on a straight cut like this, but if you were going to do an inside cut like this, you'd want to tap that out, because guaranteed, if I had this piece and I cut, it would just go right off there. It just does not want to do that, especially not with opalescent glass. So the other thing that you almost always have to do, if you look, even on a straight cut, let's see if I can get one that's a little more, okay. So even on a straight cut that's been a perfectly good cut, you can see where there's like a halo. It doesn't break at right angles, so which is fine if it's just your only piece of glass, but if you have 200 of these and you're going to put them into a lamp that needs to be a certain size, it's going to, if you don't get rid of that, it's just going to grow and grow and grow and grow. So better to be a little bit too small than too big.
How
So
much
that's
do those sort of like the lines within the glass itself, the striations that you see, how much do those have a tendency to compete with whatever scoring that you're doing?
Not so much. Well, like look at this. You can see this. You see these little lines. These. Yeah. If it's on the surface like this, but not the color, not the pattern.
Okay.
It usually
They
doesn't.
don't usually represent any sort of natural weakness in the sheet or anything?
No. So what you do is take a pair of grozers, and you need to get rid of that. You almost grows every single piece of glass. It just that you cut. So you would just watch. You'll see it's just sometimes a little. See, just little chips. A little bit of glass dust comes off. You can. They're very soft-tempered pliers. So you can see how I've worn them away already. I'm always buying new ones because they're just that soft, because you don't want to bite into the glass. You just want to get rid of whatever little excess. I mean, you can, if I wanted to, for any reason, you can with these. You know, I could get out a little, you can do that with it if you want to. They're very handy. They're very handy.
This is your official 5 minutes.
What?
This is your official 5 minutes.
I have 5 more minutes?
Oh, I'm being generous.
Oh, okay.
We've got 10 more
Okay.
minutes before the next people come.
Okay,
So.
okay. Okay, so so let me just do this really fast, and then I just want to show you 2 things over there. So, so the pattern is just, so you'd find where you wanted it on the piece. Glass cutter, this is kerosene to lubricate the wheel, that's all that's in there. So you would just hug the pattern. That, I don't even know if it's gonna, well, that's not bad.
Nice.
Yeah, see, it went off a little bit. I started it over there, so I put cloth in between. It's metal on glass isn't so good. There we go. So you can see already, like automatically I reach for the grozers because it's never going to break, especially in little tiny pieces. So you can see where it's out a little bit right there.
Yeah.
So you would just want to groze it back, and you can use the pattern. You know, you can come back pattern is make sure you're. It doesn't matter if the edge is a little bit rough because it's going to be copper foiled anyway. So let's see. You can do them. Then you would just continue along.
How many hours does it take to make a lamp?
No, I don't know. I've always meant to keep track of how long it takes me to do stuff like this. A lot of it depends on the glass selection, how long that takes. You could search for a piece for hours and not find it. But I would imagine, like, I don't know, a couple weeks. Anyway, so I wanna show you something in the window. So I'm not gonna keep cutting, but that's the idea. You score the glass, you break the glass, you rose it back into place, and then they would put it on the easel and you would move on.